Well, good morning and welcome to our coverage, our continued coverage of this World Cup. T10 slashed away down behind point for 4. So, with PC delivery with a short and wide, and the batsman on that occasion just using the pace, getting it down behind point. That's 4 to start with. So, this is day 4 of the USA T10 International Premier League. And it's championship day, but we still have 3 preliminary round games to complete, and each will be of 6 overs duration, at least the innings. So again, short, but pulling away to force it through the offside was Naidu. Orkis will want to just pitch it up a little more. He's been a bit too short. Charges are 4 without loss. And he does that. He pitches it up. That's a good delivery. Worked away for 1. Score moves on out to 5 without loss. And USVI reduced to 34 for 5 last night of their 6 overs. They lost to the Chargers, and again, sorry, they're playing the Chargers now, but last night they went down as they were reduced to just 34 for 5 by Bangladesh. Oh, that's a very good delivery. It eludes the wicketkeeper. It's going to go very close to the boundary, and they're going to come back for 2. So that's a much better bowling. Leg by, signal by umpire Hartley. East. Full toss, swung away. Protection down at cow corner. That's only 1. USVI, remember, winning the toss and batting first. Sorry, asking Miami to bat first. The Chargers made a decent start. 8 without loss in the first over. This is down the ground. This could be the first wicket. Yes, it is. Well, in fact, he drops it. Auguste is not happy, and all sorts of confusion out there. They take an extra run. 10 without loss at the end of the first over. Very simple catch. Dropped there, and Auguste is not happy. So just to remind you, today we have 3 preliminary round games. We then have the 2 semifinals and the finals. The weather has held nicely. It did so yesterday when we pushed through for 9 games. I'll say good morning to our hard-working technical team, led by Sean Lalman, and includes Dave Omongal, the big man, and of course our scorer Shean, who will be in action later on today. Let's hope that Sheehan can clamp down on the batsman today. He's familiar with clamps, you know. This is down the leg side, and there's an appeal. He's out caught behind. So the first wicket goes. It's 10 for 1. Parita Paddy, who won the Man of the Match award the last time the Chargers played, he is on his bike for 1. The score is 10 for 1 as Matthew Jordan strikes. So wicket falling in the very first delivery ball by Matthew Jordan. The Rasta hairstyle Jordan runs away from us now. Sriram gets one. USVI with a loss last night. They were not involved in action on the opening day. The game against the Titans was shared 1 point each. The score was 23 without loss after 4 overs against the Titans. And then their second game yesterday, it was the first game that they played yesterday. They hammered Coconut Creek by 10 wickets. So they still have a chance here. This is their final game. They need to win it to stand a chance of getting into the semis. It's a shot in the air. Can the fielder make amends for dropping an earlier catch? He just couldn't reach there. And that, of course, remember the field is pushed back. So there's always the opportunity of getting runs within the inner circle, so to speak, and that is what happened there. The ball went in the air, and there was no way the fielder could have reached that. Jordan is going to try again. Pull away. That's a brilliant shot for 6. What a shot there by Nimala. It was short, and he just latched onto it, pulled it over cow corner for 6. That's the first maximum of the day. Takes the score to 20 for 1. Oh, down the track again. Had he stayed put, he might have been able to play that through the offside easily. And the second over comes to an end. It's 20 for 1. So Gary Daniel is going to come into the attack. He is going through on a wrong. Left arm orthodox. That's a good ball. Cramping Naidu for room. Daniel dropped an early catch, so he'll want to make amends here. In the air. The keeper is after it. So too is Daniel. And he holds on to his own catch. Cotton bowl. And that's the end of Naidu. So 20 for 2. That delivery, pitching and turning, getting good bonks from the track. And that one just turned. He was not in control. Naidu, he was looking to play it across the line. The extra bonks did him there. And he is caught and bowled by Daniel. 20 for 2. Chargers lose their second wicket. Siddhartha Ganjurju is now going in. So Daniel making amends for that catch that he put down early on of the bowling of Auguste. Outside the off stump. Not really getting to it as he would have wanted. It takes power away from the shot. Pees off down to third man for 1. 2 bowlers allowed 2 overs in this game, and all the other 4 allowed 1. The way Daniel is going, he may get a second one. In the air again. Don't think it has the legs to reach any of the fielders, and the wicket keeper fires it back to the bowler with his gloves on. Daniel is bowling well here. This time it's in the air. It's hanging in the air and just short of the fielder who picked it up late. They're going to go back for 2. And they're looking for 3 now. That should have been 3. The outfielding from the USVI has not been all that impressive this morning. That's a good delivery. Good bowling here by Daniel. Impressive over from him. Just 5 coming, and at the end of 3, it's 25 for 2. So there's Tonito Willett. Played away for 1. His dad, El Quimido Willett, would have played for the West Indies. Tonito Willett would have played for the Leeward Islands. Leg byes. So again, ordinary fielding by USVI. That's something they'll want to improve on. If they win here, they stand a very good chance of going into the semi-finals. They have 1 victory. So all 3 results, all 3 possible results they've had: USVI, a victory, a defeat, a no result. So they stand on 3 points. A win here will take them on to 5. This one is in the air. He could be in trouble here. And it goes all the way for 6. At one point, the fielder looked interested in taking the catch, but it kept on sailing and sailed over the ropes for 6. Swing and a miss. 35 for 2. So what we've seen, average score for this 6 over, these 6 over games, it has been around 50. So that's again good bowling by Willett. Good over from Tonito Willett. At the end of 4, it's 35 for 2. Pulled away. This could be a catch, and the fielder was slow to come in the end, taking it on the volley. The fielding of the USVI team has left a lot to be desired. Surprised that Daniel didn't continue. So not a bad job done here by USVI. This is worked away again, down way behind square. They get one, so Filler and Davis just trundling in and keeping a tidy line and length, not looking to do anything too much. Just one delivery to go again from Filler and Davis. Outside the off stump, and it's the end of a good over from him. So that's one more. Auguste is back for the final over. I'm surprised that Daniel didn't get two. He's bowling so well. He was cramping the batsman for room. Wicket now for Auguste, and that's the third to fall. 41 for 3. So just keep on taking wickets. That's what they need to do to keep Miami Chargers in check. Miami Chargers, and that is what they're doing. 41 for 3. So this is Auguste continuing. French cut down too long leg. They should push for 2 here. There's enough room to get it, and they're gonna come back. 3 deliveries to go in this innings. They'll be looking to get up to around 50, which is something that they can work with. Quiet morning at the Central Broward Regional Park. Very stiff wind blowing from the east, and the clouds are high. It's bright and sunny, and all those ingredients will lead to a great day for cricket. Auguste just trying to put his boot to that. It was struck with some power, and they're going to come back for 2. Again, this USVI team, you can see the talent involved. One shot signal there by Ali. Ganjuju trying to play that one through the offside, but standing at the side of it. hoiked away for 1, and they're going to go back for 2. In fact, they're going to go for 3 now, and 4. It's that's a run out. Huggies finally hits the stump, so they go for 3, and then the run out. Very comical. In the end, they just kept running and running and running. So that's the end of the innings. 44, I'm seeing there. Or is it 47? Should be 47 for 3. That's the total. And 47 for 4. Yes, of course, I run out on the last ball there. And USVI, to progress further in this tournament, will need 48. Take a short break. We'll be right back. Welcome back as we continue our coverage here of the USA T10 International Premier League. We're here at Central Broward Regional Park on this Sunday morning. A lovely morning for cricket. A very stiff wind blowing from the east just to cool the players out there. And the US Virgin Islands, they will be chasing 48 to get to the next phase of this tournament. They have 3 points from their 3 matches. If they win this, they go up to 5 and they can then compete to get into the semi-finals. Well pitched up there by Nimala. Now, Nimala is a man who gets the ball to jog back in. He swings the ball late and swings it into the right-handers. So they have to be careful here. It's no easy bowler to deal with. Philon Davis and Samuel Jones Jr., the 2 men opening. Nimala is pitching the ball right up and they're going to go for 2. There's a chance for a run out. Another good effort there by Nimala in stopping that. The fielder was a bit slow to react as well. The Miami Chargers, they defeated Coconut Creek last night. Early on in the day, they lost to Bangladesh. And Titans took care of them as well. So their 3 games, they've won just 1. And they'll be hoping to win this and end with 2 wins. It's going to be difficult for the Miami Chargers to progress into the semi-finals, but all they can do is win here and hope for certain results from other games. This one goes the other way. Looking to pull it was Philon Davis. Nimala again. So that's a good delivery. He labors up to the wicket. But he has been a disciplined bowler. .43 required of 31 balls. All 10 wickets in hand. Wide, signaled by the umpire. That one pitching wide and going further away. So it's big drive by Jones. It goes down to 3rd man and they're going to come back for 2 again. The fielder being a bit too slow. Balls struck right into his hand and he can't, and they're taking runs with the ball in his hand. That can't be good. At the end of the first over, 8 without loss. Bandari bowls, and that's wide. The keeper not collecting that one-handed. It struck the tip of his fingers and went away down to a wideish third man. So that's 2 runs to start with. They're now up to 10 without loss. So it's worked away nicely. This should go into the boundary for 4, and it gets there now. It's split the fielders perfectly at cover and the longish and wideish long off into the boundary for 4. So that's a good shot there by Samuel Jones, who seems to be the man doing the heavy lifting here for the USVI. He's on 8. Philan Davis is on 2. Way outside the off stump, another wide. So Bandari not being tidy enough here. So just inquiring there was umpire Hartley asking umpire Salaji if that was a full pitch ball over the waist, and he says no. Oh, what a good shot. Straight down the ground. 1 bounce into the boundary for 4. That'll give Philan Davis a lot of confidence. He goes on now to 6. The score is 20 without loss in the second over. Remember, the target is 48. So just 28 runs required now. Well, the Miami Chargers, they seem totally out of it. The fielders are looking dejected. They're taking their time. Fielder with the number 100 on his back. See, data it was. But he's not moving like 100. He's moving like 1. Very slow indeed. Here's Bandari. They should push for 2 here. Philan takes the first one quickly. Wants the second. It's not there. So at the end of 2, it's 22 without loss, with just 25 to get or 4 overs. 26, sorry. taking the good old time here, the Miami Chargers. Surendra Singh, who seems to like to do things very slowly, took very long in placing that fielder at backward point. He wanted him on a specific blade of grass. Gets some bite now. .22 without loss. He's walking as if there is no tomorrow. Well played there by Jones. A lot depending on Jones here. They're going to go back for 2. Easy batting by USVI. They're 24 without loss. No alarms yet. Quick bat speed, just getting this one away fast. Down to cow corner. There's a fielder posted there, so he gets only 1. The leg spinner Singh. Oh, smashed away through the offside, and the fielder covering the backspin. Well, they're going to get only 1. Runs here, it goes past the wicketkeeper. Hasn't had a great time, and they're going to come back for 3. No. Davis sent back. So how many deliveries? We have just the 1 to go in this over. 20 to get off 19 should not be a problem with all 10 wickets in hand. End of the over. So at the end of 3, it's 29 without loss. They require a further 19 runs to win this match, and they have 3 overs in which to get it. Singh bowls. That's a full pitch delivery. That's worked away down behind square for 4. And let's look at the umpire. That should be a no ball as well. Well, first he signals in a very fancy manner. and then signals free hit. So it's a no ball, brings up a free hit, and that one delivery from Vikrant Singh could mean the match. $14 runs required now. 18 deliveries to get it. James not really taking advantage. Jones not taking advantage of the free hit. He's getting a single. Singh comes in again and bowls, and this is a lovely shot off the back foot. Takes one. Had that gone into the boundaries, would have looked really good. It was off the back foot, driving through the offside. 37. It wins the approval of Deva Mongal, that shot. There's Vikram Singh. Wide. Look at it, it's coming. Wide. By a Salaji. 38 without loss. So just 10 to get. I think it's a foregone conclusion now. Struck down the ground. Philin Davis gets one. Singh still has 2 deliveries to go. Seems to have been bowling since yesterday. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Whipped away nicely. Jones seems to have all the shots in the book. And Singh is still bowling. So it's 40 without loss. 1 delivery to go. But with Singh, you never know. Mighty blow down the ground, and that one finds the fielder. I don't think he intended to stop that. Single taken nevertheless at the end of 4. It's 41 without loss, 7 runs to win. So Vikram Singh last over was very, very costly. Surendra Singh is going to come in now with 2 overs to go. Chargers going about their business very slowly here. So a lot of changes in the field. The backward point comes into a short mid wicket now. A lot of advice coming from outside as well in terms of the field placing. I think the umpires need to get involved here now. They are moving extremely slow, eating up a lot of time. This guy, Surinder Singh, he's a time waster, it seems. Cracked away. It's going to go very close to the boundary. It should get over the ropes about now. No, a good bit of footwork down there, and they come back for 2. Thank you. So it's 43 now. And there he goes again. I want you on that blade of grass, and you're not standing on it. One hopes Singh could complete this over before the finals. And there he goes. Exactly where he puts the fielder. Good old Philon Davis gets it away from him for 2. Let's see what he does now. There's a saying in Trinidad and Tobago that goes like this: wherever birds, and I stop right there. Here's Singh. Flat. Cracked away. There should be 2. In fact, it's 4. That's the victory. Congratulations to the US Virgin Islands. They have won this encounter. Samuel Jones 21 and Philon Davis 19. Excellent victory.